right. Hubba bubba dubba bubba bubba gummy boy.
Here we are.
Here we are. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So it's time for the John Wayne Show starring me, John Wayne. I'm joined today by Justin Jones, Bustin' Bones, a.k.a. Captain Caveman. Justin is a shining star in the world of government contracting and a treasure for your business. There's so many videos to watch out there on YouTube now, so congratulations on finding this hidden treasure today. Mr. Justin Jones and I are not only going to show you the exact steps to get a contract from the federal government, but we're going to show you how to do it with ease, with pizzazz, and using the Advanced Procurement Portal. Now, Justin, explain to me what the Advanced Procurement Portal is to our audience.
John, I want to say thank you for inviting me on the John Wayne Show for the new vendor orientation. Your APP is going to do everything that you would need as far as your information goes. Consider it as your government contracting Bible. It's going to do four main things for you. It's going to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. So if you can see what your competition is doing, how often they're getting contracts, what their capabilities are, and who's awarding those contracts, you're going to have a huge head start when you enter into the federal marketplace.
Golden information.
It's golden.
The Bible.
The golden book.
So we're going to put that book in every dresser of every hotel.
No, online only. We don't do phone books anymore. It's all online.
That's good times. That's amazing. How do you get access? How would they get access to APP?
You can only get it from US Federal Contractor Registration. We built it from the ground up. Call our offices. You can call me. I'll show you a demonstration, show you everything you want to see. 202-688-0611.
Direct. Direct, one more time. 202.
Live and direct, 202-688-0611. Where are we at here? Are we over here?
No,
Here we are.
You're good. You gotta have fun, man. Gotta have fun.
That's what life's about, man.
You guys should be having fun out there with us right now. So, most of the people watching this video actually came today because they have access to APP, and they want to know. How to utilize it. You know,
right? Let your fingers do the walking.
They want to see APP in action.
Right.
We're going to get to that here in just a few minutes, but first, I wanted to start with what I promised everybody: the exact steps to getting a government contract. Also, guys. If you have a question, comment, you just want to say hi, at any point today, post it in the chat. We'll answer all, we'll respond to all of them. I promise you. But if we don't have time, we'll do a live Q&A at the end. We'll do a speed round. But we're live now, so let's connect.
Let's connect.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. So, first of all, Justin, tell everyone a little about how you know so much about the federal marketplace.
Time. I've been doing this 7 years, going on 7 years now. I can't believe it's been that long. From when they just introduced SAM to all the changes they've made over the years, identifying trends, keeping up with the federal acquisition regulations, talking to businesses, talking to government agents, buyers looking for vendors. It's just been a wild ride. It's always something new. That's why you really need to know the market, know the changes. That's what we're here for. I can help any business from SAM to a GSA to an 8A, but you got to start somewhere. So if you guys need any help, if you don't understand the business, if you want to actually see it right in front of you, give me a call. We'll do a demonstration. But I love federal contracting. I love success. I love working with new businesses. I love seeing them get off the ground. I love when they call me and say, hey, I just won my first contract.
Nice.
I'm like, that's awesome. That's why I do it.
I'll tell you the beauty of this, too. Been here 7, 8 years. When you're here that long, you learn what works with other clients.
Right.
And you're able to share that with future clients.
Correct.
And you learn what doesn't work with other.
Learn from somebody else's mistakes.
Exactly.
Don't do them again.
Exactly.
Right?
he's able to learn what works and what doesn't work with his clients, and he uses that knowledge to help you. So if you're coming in the door now, you're getting not only his knowledge, but 7-8 years of his client's success knowledge and things that they did wrong that we make sure that you guys don't do anymore.
That's right. All the jackpots, all the mistakes, it's all up here.
It's all up there.
That's right.
That's the cloud.
Yeah, here's the cloud. It's wireless.
The JJ cloud.
I'm wireless.
Busting bones. Now, Justin, in your opinion, is it important to jump right in and get registered in SAM, or do a little research, give you a little education first?
I get asked that question a lot. I think the best thing that you could do is have an assessment done. There's a lot more to SAM. APP is something you should definitely have, because with just SAM alone, it's like having a driver's license without a car. You got to have a driver's license to be on the road, but it doesn't help you get a vehicle.
Right.
SAM is the same way. It's just a way for them to track the money that is awarded. It's how you receive payment. But it doesn't create any interest in your business. It doesn't notify you of any opportunities. So you have to have it, but get it all done at once. Get your SAM done. See what set-asides you qualify for. Let's figure out your coverage area. So SAM is very important. Before you do it, call me up, call our office. Anybody here can help you. Let's do a demonstration for you first.
Give me your number again.
202-688-0611. I'm your man. I'll take care of you. We'll spend some time together. We'll be friends. Build a relationship. 202-688-0611.
And that's exactly what he's going to do for you guys. He's going to go through and see what you qualify for, what you need, what you don't. Give you that education, show you how to do that research to see who your competition is, what they're paid, what they're selling, how many. The data's there. And Justin will show you how to find that data on your own. Have the knowledge going into it as well. Right. This isn't a baptism by fire.
Right. We're easing into this. You're gonna learn at your own pace. You might not even be the one who's bidding on these jobs.
Right.
Maybe you want to get APP just so you can build relationships with people who are already working with the federal government. Maybe you sell roof tiles, and you want to talk to the guys who are putting on 1,000 roofs a year or whatever it is.
Talk to them.
That's right. I'd get my my product into their hands. The thing with the government, everything is there for you to see. Some in the private sector, somebody could tell you, yeah, I do this much business. You have no really way of proving that. But within the government, you can go to APP, put their DUNS number in, and you can see every contract that they've done with the federal government. And it's an easy way to vet somebody before you partner with them.
That's a great point. Great point.
I'm full of great points. Look at all these
He's
points.
He's a great pointer.
So. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
Red, yellow, what was it?
Red letter, yellow letter, red letter, yellow letter.
We got it. Okay. So there's 2 steps in getting, working with the federal government. There's learning and registering. Next is finding opportunities. Justin, what do you think? How do you take the thousands of opportunities that are listed every day by the government and find the couple that are right for your clients?
Well, I get asked that a lot too. And there are thousands of opportunities that come out every day. Some of them are posted, some of them are not.
Right.
If you have your bid notification set up properly through APP, these will come in real time or daily, whatever you choose, straight to your email. I would suggest casting a wider net than normal. You're going to have to sift through some of these opportunities. You're going to have to look at them. Not every single one that has your NAICS code is going to be for you. But when you cast that narrow net, you're going to be missing out on some things that normally you would have liked to see. So be consistent. Look through the bids. Learn to identify quickly what's in your wheelhouse, what's not, what you can handle, what you can't, and build relationships with government buyers, because I'd say maybe about 50 to 60% actually go out for bid. A lot of these times, these procurement officers will reach out to somebody directly. You want them to know who you are so they can reach out to you for, quote, they might fall in love as soon as they talk to you. You might have the sweet spot, and they award it right then without going to any other source. So get your bid notification set up properly. Get connected with your government buyers. Get connected with your competitors, a.k.a. potential partners. That's the way to do that.
You hit it right on the head. Again, full of points.
I'm full of points. Bing,
full
bing,
of points.
boom,
And,
boom.
you know, one important thing that he did say about finding a lot of opportunities, you're going to have to sift through a few. We're going to teach you how to sift through them quickly.
Right.
How to determine within seconds if an opportunity is good for you. So you can just note.
And be consistent. Be consistent, because that week that you take off, or that, you know, time frame that you didn't go through the opportunities, probably going to be the one that was right there for you. So be consistent. Check it every day. Make the time to do it. A lot of times people let the urgent push out the important. You know, you have to spend your time on this stuff. The federal government could easily be your biggest client. Easily. Now, we don't want a recession. Nobody wants a recession. The economy's booming right now. Everybody's doing great. If you take the time, what do they say? You got to make hay when the sun's shining? Mm-hmm. If you take the time to create these relationships with the federal government now, it will pay off immensely when the economy starts to slow down. Hopefully that's not for many years, but you know eventually it's coming.
Yeah.
Build your relationships now. Get comfortable with the government process now, and it will pay off dividends when everybody else is like, oh, my business slowed down. What happened? Everybody's doing great in this economy now. Prepare now for when it may slow down.
Wow. And don't let the urgent push out the important.
That's right.
That's genius.
That is, I am
Tips.
a genius.
He is your tip man.
Titillizing tidbits.
Titillizing tidbits to taste your taste buds.
Yeah.
Spectaculars.
That's what we do here. Now. That's what we do. We inform the public. We make it easy. We make it cohesive. We give you a real strategy, so you're not just shooting broken arrows in the dark. Another one. That's great.
Full of them.
That's actually from an Avicii song. I stole that. That's part of the lyrics
That's all right.
So, you know.
It's just borrowed.
Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike.
You're allowed to say under 8 words without violating copyright.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Bidding. There's, you know, we get a lot of people that say bidding, man. Bidding is the hardest part. Mm-hmm. What do you honestly think about that?
You don't have to bid. First of all, you should get comfortable with the bid process. Everything is hard if you don't know how to do it. Luckily, back to the APP, it's got a complete learning strategy. We have master bid templates. If you haven't downloaded your master bid template in the APP, make sure you go and do that now.
Another point.
If you are uncomfortable with the bid process, John Wayne has weekly trainings. Daily trainings, excuse me. The links come out every Monday. If you're not on John Wayne's bid training, do it now. You will be a pro. It's something you need to learn. If you're only doing subcontracts, you might still be bidding, because the prime might say, hey, you're the one that's quoting this. You fill out the bid. So just get comfortable with it. We make it as easy as possible. It's something that you should be familiar with. You should embrace it. You should learn it. You should love it. You should live it. And be consistent. Learn it. Do it. It's going to make you successful.
Consistent, persistent.
Persistence and consistency.
And I think a good point about what he brought up there, if you're subcontracting to subcontractors, they're the ones filling out the bids. You don't even have to fill them out in that case. You give them the bid, they fill it out, they do all the legwork, you win it, they do the work, you make money.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Absolutely genius.
Absolutely.
No, and you know what? You don't have to be a genius. We're the geniuses. This isn't rocket science. We make it as easy as possible. So give us a call. If you're already in APP and you need some more help, feel free to call me or John Wayne. If you haven't signed up for APP and you're thinking about getting into it, call us. We'll take the mystery out of it. We'll show you that it is achievable, and we'll talk to you anytime.
Excellent, excellent. We got any questions in the chat?
Yeah, actually, we do have one question. It's pretty funny.
Awesome. We got a question in the chat. We'll take care of a question or two. And
the question is, what was that number again?
Oh, the number? It's 202-688-0611.
Nice. So, any last words of wisdom before we get into APP? What do you recommend that businessmen and women do there to get started? I mean, how do they get started today?
How they would get started today is by scheduling an appointment with one of our team members. If, you know, I hate to give out my number only, you can also call 877-252-2700. We have a fabulous team here that really cares about your business, because when you thrive, we thrive. We like long relationships here. You know, everything in the federal government is usually based on an annual time frame, right. A 12-month time frame. Some things last longer, but you know, we want to stick with you for a while. We want that word of mouth. We want you to be successful and to tell others about us. And the only way we can do that is to train you, make sure you know what's coming down the pike. So we're always available to you, but if to get started, you got to pick up the phone, make that call to us, and you'll have a friend on the other end of the line.
Give Justin Jones a call, guys. He'll take care of you. And I just want to reiterate something you said there about relationships. You know, right. I can't seem to keep a girlfriend to save my life. But we've had some clients here for 7, 8, 9 since day one. We've had some clients that have been our clients since day one, and they're still our client.
They are still our client.
Wells Fargo Bank. Wells Fargo Bank is not a small bank.
Right.
They're big.
Right.
They've been our client since day one.
That's right. Shout out to Dave Ryder. Wells Fargo Bank.
Yep. And used to be Stuart Goodpasture. Dave Ryder took over for him.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, guys, long-term is what we're looking for. Long-term relationships, not short, sweet, and to the point. All right, we're here for the long haul.
Right.
All right?
So be consistent, stick with it. It does pay off. The government never runs out of money. The check's always clear.
Amen.
That's right. How many of you out there have 5-year clients? You know, how many of you are working on an opportunity that's going to keep you busy for 5 years?
None.
The government awards these a lot. So this is, you know, guaranteed work, guaranteed money. You just got to go out there and grab it. So we'll give you the shovel and we'll point to where the gold is. All you got to do is dig in, and we provide all the tools that you need. So excellent.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Jones, Bustin' Bones, a.k.a. Captain Caveman. Hey! All right, guys. Well, you heard it straight from the man himself. Go get to work.
Get to work, baby.
If you guys want to reach Justin directly, again, one more time, his number is 202-688-0611. And to help you get started today, let me now show you how to use the Advanced Procurement Portal. But first, I need you to do me a favor. All right, this is super important. I need you to make this work part of your routine. Like Justin said earlier, consistency, persistence. Don't give up. Don't take that week off. Don't slack, all right? You're going to have to put some work into this to get your first contract.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the more work you put into it, the quicker you're going to win your first contract, the quicker you're going to see all the angles, all right? Make sure you keep watching for USFCR content on our YouTube channel and on the new Masterminds page on Facebook to help you get along the way. Subscribe to our channel. If you're already a client, join our Facebook Masterminds group.
Facebook Masterminds. That'll take you to the next level as well.
And that's Wednesdays at 2. And then, of course, we have the John Wayne Show every Friday at 2. And get on my training. All right, we're going to work together on these opportunities you'll find. You will get the profits. We'll both get the glory.
Right.
Because when you win, we win. We get the same feeling of accomplishment that you do, and it feels amazing. So let's do this. Let's do this. What?
Looking for awards. We're not looking for pre-solicitations, sources sought, RFIs. We're just looking for active opportunities.
How'd that go?
Hi, I'm John Wayne. If you want to take your business to the next level, get coached by my team. We will schedule one-on-one calls to make sure that you set the bar high and achieve even higher. Get dialed in for success today. Go to uscontractorregistration.com/coaching for my 5 must-dos to succeed as a federal contractor. All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the new vendor orientation video. I'm John Wayne, and today we are going to cover how to use the Advanced Procurement Portal in this video. Before we get there, I just want to talk briefly to you about how USFCR is committed to making you a better contractor. Any questions you have throughout, please feel free to ask. First, we're going to cover training and coaching, what it is and how does it work. USFCR training and coaching is very simple. We give you the knowledge, the skills, the templates, the education, the encouragement to utilize and to use the system correctly. You can work hard, or you can work smart, or you can do both. So we have several types of training. We have hourly training. We have group training daily, 1 and 4 p.m. Eastern time, where you can access the GoToMeeting and ask questions. You'll actually see my screen, and we work on bids, proposals, solicitations, or questions. Some people join the group training and they just listen and take notes. Some people come into the group training with a bid or proposal, solicitation to work on, and we work on it live together. And some people just come in and have questions. The group training is every day at 1 and 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's live and it's online through GoToMeeting. And then we also have personal training and coaching, which is one-on-one, also through GoToMeeting, where I'm going to work directly with you and your team and teach you the ins and outs of federal contracting. But more importantly, with the personal training, we can also get into details of maybe simple mistakes that you're making that are costing you contracts now, that are costing you clients now, ways to work better, smarter, faster. If your closing rate is about 10%, we need to get it to 30 or 40. If you invest the time to write 10 bids to win 1, we need to fix that. You should be writing 10 bids to win 3 or 4. Again, make sure if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. The other services we provide here at USFCR, they're really a necessity. Okay, your SAM registration is a basic registration. It's how you're paid by the government. You have to be registered in SAM and have a cage code in order to be able to bid on contracts, to be awarded and paid. And you don't want to invest the time in submitting bids and find out later after you didn't win any that it was because you had basic mistakes in your SAM registration. It's just like your taxes, guys. You could do them if you really wanted to, but why learn the new rules and laws every year to do your own taxes to try and save a buck when you're risking owing the government more money or getting less money back, or making a mistake and the government assumes that you made the mistake on purpose, like you're trying to cheat the system, and you could be fined or even do jail time. Currently, there's very little competition in the system. You've got a better chance of winning contracts now than from the research that I've done in the history of our government. There's less competition today than ever. If you did your own SAM certification, you got your cage code and it says you're active, that still doesn't guarantee that you are compliant. Now, I can tell you this. Out of the 160,000 small businesses that are active in the federal system, technically speaking, I know half of them are compliant because we've completed 80,000 plus SAM registrations. And one of the beautiful things about becoming a client now and having us register your SAM, if you sign up with us as a client for any of our services, you get basic access to the APP at no charge. Now, your SAM registration is kind of like having a driver's license. It gives you the legal right to drive, but you still need a car, you still need gas, insurance, you need to maintain the car, you got to have a good mechanic. There's a lot of tools involved in winning government contracts outside of just the basic SAM registration. Or let's say you're a fisherman and you have a fisherman's license. Same thing. You still need a tackle box, a boat. You need some coordinates, gas, bait, the right equipment. This is what we provide. 8A, Hub Zone, GSA, DAPA, Wide Area Workflow, woman-owned, minority-owned, veteran-owned. If it's a federal set-aside, we can do it for you and do it right the first time, every time. Quick reminder again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's what we're here for, is education and learning, teaching you the ropes, giving you the encouragement and the skills you need to be successful. Now, in addition to winning contracts and expanding your current client base, we also teach you how to avoid losing contracts, which is just as important. We also teach you how to avoid being scammed. In any industry, there's scams. During Christmas, there's Christmas scams. During IRS season, there's tax scams. So if you're in business, there's people out there trying to take your legitimate money from you. We're going to teach you how to detect these scams and, more importantly, how to avoid them to begin with. There's a lot of companies that are trying to do what we do. They're trying to ride our coattails. They're trying to mirror what we do. Most of them only do a portion of what we do. There's thousands of companies that sell GSAs. And unfortunately, these scumbags will sell it to you if you need it or not. We don't do that. Here at USFCR, we're the only company that I know of that exists that allows you to pay your GSA over 12 months. No one else does this. And this is part of our agreement with our state's attorney, Pam Bondi, though our intent is to help you, not to hurt you. Like these people that, they're not even our competition. They can't compete, but they're trying to. And they will sell you products and services you don't need, or in some cases, sell you something that you're not even going to be able to use because they're not a legitimate company. They're an offshore scam. We're going to teach you how to detect those quickly so you don't waste time, and how to prevent from getting those emails and those phone calls in the future. Look, guys, the US federal government is the largest purchaser of products and services on the planet, and as far as we know, in our solar system. There's no one that spends more money than the US federal government. The US federal government spends more money than most other governments combined. Technically, the US federal government is recession-proof. In many cases, like when the housing market fell apart in 2008 and a lot of people quit spending, in many cases during recessions or during problem times, our federal government spends more money to fix those problems. So if you're not on that wagon, you're not getting a piece of that. We don't want to teach you how to get a piece of the pie. We're going to teach you how to make your own pie. We're a powerhouse, and you can be a part of that powerhouse. You can be a wheel that makes that machine work. If you know what you're doing and how to do it properly and invest your time wisely, you will be successful. It's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. W-I-N. All right, next up, guys, I want to show you our new system called APP, stands for Advanced Procurement Portal. We designed APP for one primary reason, and that's to make it as easy as possible for you to do business. APP pulls data from FBO, from Subnet, from Federal Procurement Data System, from USA Spending, and from other systems that we know that exist that most people don't even know exist, and it pulls this data into one easy-to-use system. The big difference between getting opportunities out of APP and FBO is actually pretty simple. FBO runs once a day. When you set up your searches in FBO, automatically those searches run once a day, and they run at 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning when that system's the slowest. The problem with that is this. We all know the early bird gets the worm. And if the government posts an opportunity this morning and you don't get it until tomorrow morning, you're already a day late and $1 short. Now, that's not going to make a big difference in some cases. It will in a few instances, especially if you got the opportunity now and you called the supplier and no one else calls the supplier today, he's going to give you a good quote. If everybody else gets that opportunity tomorrow morning and 3 or 4 people call that supplier at one time asking for a quote, he's going to give them a higher quote because of supply and demand. He knows he can get more money. So in that case, yes, the early bird does get the worm. But more importantly, if a purchasing agent only needs 3 offers on a bid, and let's say they receive 2 or 3 offers by lunch, they could archive that opportunity. They don't want to get 6 offers. If they only need 3, that's doubling their work. So if they get 3 offers by lunch and they archive that opportunity and you get that opportunity the next morning, you're not going to get it the next morning because it's already been archived. When your search runs the next day, it's not even going to find that opportunity. That opportunity no longer exists. And I can tell you this from countless, hundreds, if not thousands of times, that clients have called up and said, I never got this. Why is that? And that's because they were running their searches in FBO that were a day late and $1 short. All right, guys, I want you to make a commitment to learning, to using the Learning Center, to study all the pieces from A to Z. It tracks your completion as you go. As you complete a section, you can check the box on the bottom, completed, and it'll track how much of the Learning Center you've actually utilized. Utilize it. It's a wonderful tool. It will help you be more successful. We have our master bid template section where we give you a master bid template that you can use to plug and play. Again, we want to make it as easy on you as possible to be successful. So we're going to give you all the tools, but the tools are going to be sharp. They're going to be calibrated, calculated. They're going to be ready to use. All you have to do is plug and play. Make the commitment to read all the material and complete the training center first. Get your foundation built to be successful. Then you're going to want to set up your searches. Simply clicking on your search filters, you can search by solicitation number, keyword, agent email, an office or agency name, a set aside, by a NAICS code, city, state, classification, opportunity type. You can set up a search by keyword, for example, tree trimming. They're listed by date, so you know the most recently posted. Now, this search, for example, we set up a basic search by keyword. You can also go back down and you can refine your search. So we're going to do tree trimming again. It remembered the keyword, so we don't have to type it all the way out. But now we're going to add opportunity type. So we're only looking for a combined synopsis solicitation, which means active opportunity. We're not looking for awards. We're not looking for pre-solicitations, sources sought, RFIs. We're just looking for active opportunities. So you know the most recently posted is the one that's up top. You can save that search to run automatically. And you can name the search, nickname it, so you know what search it is. We know that that's an active search for tree trimming, and that's the 11 out of 100 searches we've set up so far. And 9 out of 10 of those searches we're watching. The best way to set up a saved search is to create the search and then see how it works. Some searches you're going to need to be more specific. Maybe they're bringing you a few too many opportunities that are not a perfect fit. But you also don't want to set your searches up to be so specific that you're missing out on opportunities. So we can save it and tell it to watch automatically. You'll never have to go out and manually look for opportunities. When you manually look for something and it's not there, you're wasting your time. Set up your searches to run automatically. Watch them so you're notified automatically. So you can click the little eye icon or the little magnifying glass icon. The magnifying glass icon is for you to search now. And the eyeball icon is for you to set up an automatic watch that'll show up in your federal feed automatically. When you're watching a search that meets that search engine criteria, that opportunity will automatically show up in your federal feed, so it's easy to track. You can set your searches to notify you. So you can set your alerts up to run when you're actively doing business or when you're awake. And save it. And it'll go to the email that you have in the settings account. So I want to take another moment, ask if anyone has any questions. Please feel free to ask. So preparing your master bid template. This is your plug and play document that you can utilize for probably 90% of the opportunities you're going to be submitting. Once you download it, you're going to want to edit it and make it into your format. Put your logo, add your information, your contact info. It's going to save you time and energy and manpower, and it's something that once you fill it out, you can use it repeatedly. So it allows you to submit more bids. The more efficient you get at this, the more bids you can submit, the quicker you can submit them, the more concise they are, the more accurate. As you submit bids and you make mistakes or you don't win it and you request a debriefing and you find out why, you're not going to continue to do that. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. We want to be results oriented. We want to learn every time we submit a bid so we do it better next time. So you find an opportunity in APP that you're interested in bidding on. You're going to see that APP organizes the data into a very easy to use window to give you all the details of the opportunity. You want to be able to get through these quickly and determine whether or not you want to bid on them. You don't want to waste a lot of time finding opportunities to bid on or determining if you want to bid on them. You want to invest your time bidding. So you need to remember this. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? This is a long-term retirement plan. If you work this system right and work it hard for the next couple of years, you could literally set this up so that you could sell the business in 10 years and retire well. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term retirement plan. Your main goal in the beginning is to submit some bids. Submit a couple. Don't expect to win them, okay? And don't expect to make huge profits on them. You're better off on the first couple of giving the government a really good price. And more importantly, just get in there and do it. Like Nike says, just do it. You need to submit a few to get comfortable, to understand how you need to tweak your business and put your business in a better position for the government to hire you. Once you've completed a couple of these and you didn't win them, you're going to want to request a debriefing and find out why. You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You want to be results oriented. You want to learn from each bid that you submit and not make those same mistakes in the future. And unlike the private, commercial, industrial, and a lot of state contracts, you legally have the right to request a debriefing and find out why they didn't hire you. When you request a debriefing, also ask the purchasing agent, can you give me your opinion on what I could do better? Is there anything that I could do better or different in the future that would help me win more contracts? Because if you can ask a purchasing agent for their opinion and you get a purchasing agent who likes to talk, they're going to tell you what you can do to be more successful, and they're going to appreciate the fact that you're listening. And if you utilize those steps, the next time they see one of your bids or proposals, they're going to say, hey, look, I told this guy he should try this next time, and he actually did it. He actually listened to me. That's awesome. I should go ahead and award it to him since he listened to me. Although if I don't, then what else am I going to say that he did wrong? If you want to do a bid protest, sometimes there's a window that you have to make that bid protest or that debriefing. So the best bet on the first couple of solicitations, opportunities that you work on, get in my training, work with me. Let me show you how to determine the difference between those, how to see if there's a debriefing window or not. And let me show you how to easily navigate these. Because if I can teach you how to get through these quickly, you can submit more. If you can submit more, you're going to win more. Anybody have any questions? If you have APP Plus, you're also going to have access to our agent finder. You'll be able to make a custom list of agents based on their NAICS code, agency, coworkers, etc. And you can utilize the CRM part of APP to keep track of these agents and vendors. You can find a specific purchasing agent by keyword, office, agency, set aside, NAICS code, etc. You can be very specific on your searches or very general. So, for example, you could look up that specific agency and the specific office of that agency and that NAICS code. You can apply the filter with the name, email, phone number, all the contact information you know, including the View More option to get even additional information on that purchasing agent. You can see all the NAICS codes that they've worked. You can see their most recently posted opportunities. You can mark them that you've watched them or you are currently watching them. You can mark them that you've contacted them, and you can mark them that they're a favorite agent. If you had a great conversation with them, you can put notes on the conversation that you had. If they mention something about, I can't talk today, I have to take my dog Roscoe to the vet, but I'll be back Monday. When you call them on Monday, look at your notes and see that he took Roscoe to the vet and ask him, hey, how's Roscoe doing? Every little bit of data like that helps you build rapport and relationships, and people buy from people they like. You can also use the CRM to take notes on not just purchasing agents, but also vendors. So as you reach out to primes and introduce yourself, hit them with your elevator pitch, ask them what you can do to earn their business. You can keep track of who you've called and follow-ups and what notes you've made. And if you had a great conversation, you can mark it as a favorite vendor or a favorite agent. And again, keep track of the notes that were discussed so that when you follow up next time, you know where to reference back to. But remember this, guys, everything's a learning experience. You're creating to learn to create better. All right, guys, if anybody has any questions, we're going to take a few minutes to answer those now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, John Wayne here. You're watching The John Wayne Show. Welcome back. If you guys have any questions, make sure you post them in the chat. I'm going to be doing a speed round right now. We're going to get started. This first question is from LaTroy Carrill. It says, I've registered in SAMS and have a fund number, probably just a typo, probably means Dunn's number, but don't know nothing, just someone to help me to get to the next level. That's exactly what we do, LaTroy. Reach out to Justin. His number is 202-606.
688.
202-688.
0611.
0611. Give Justin a call. He'll do a walkthrough with you, see what you qualify for, and he can definitely show you how to get to the next level. Next question is from TJ7021. It says, Hi TJ. It says, I called last week about the APP, and I had to pay a fee. They probably told me I had to pay a fee. Yes, APP is not free. It cost us millions to make and years to design, and we put blood, sweat, and tears into it. So yes, we do charge a fee for it. However, if you become a client, you get basic access to APP at no charge. So call Justin. He'll walk you through it, show you what it'll take to get on board with us, and you can have the APP as a client at no charge. Or reach out to Justin, and you can, I mean, you're going to sign up anyway as a client. So yeah, that makes sense. Give Justin a call. He'll take care of you. He's a good guy. That's all the questions we have in the chat. I did get a question earlier on my email, and it's hilarious, and I must answer it because it's so awesome of a question. It came from Miss out of Mississippi. Miss asked, when are you going to clean that tea pitcher, John Wayne? You don't clean tea pitchers. That's part of the process, is that tea pitchers and teapots are passed on from generation to generation, and years and years and years of tea builds up in there, and it simply adds to the flavor. So never is the answer. I'll never clean my tea pitcher, ever. It's going to look worse and worse the longer you guys know me. 10 years from now, it'd be like, John Wayne, did you clean your tea pitcher yet? No, I did not. That looks like that's it, guys. No other questions?
Oh, we got one more.
We got one more question?
Yeah. Yes, it's actually Onidia?
Onidia?
I'm not sure. What are Justin's hours?
What are Justin's hours? Good question. Justin's hours are 9 to 5 East Coast. Some days we get here as early as 8. Some days we're here a little later, but you can always reach him 9 to 5 Eastern time zone. And he's available right now. Give him a call. He'll take care of you. It's good people.
That's it.
Stay tight, guys. Keep it up. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on you. I promise you. John Wayne Show. I'm out. Love you. Bye.